Good morning, Mr. Tong. My name is Xing Jie from BA1402, and I'll be presenting to you today about I know did science actually help to improve our livelihood. So actually for the content, I'll be introducing what is actually livelihood and also methods and technology that is actually used to actually improve our livelihoods. Also advantages and disadvantages of various technology and methods that actually impacted our livelihood lah. I mean for the methods that I'll be introducing later, and also the conclusion and what I actually think about these methods and actually technology. So actually, what is livelihood? So actually, it's a means of securing necessities of life. What is necessities of life? You might ask. So it's actually getting food, getting water, being able to actually sustain our survival. So which I feel is quite important. And also I will feel that livelihood is actually part of what actually makes us a human. We actually need all this to survive. So actually this I'll be talking about these two methods or somewhat technology that actually people use for these two methods. One is called Blue Revolution and another is called Green Revolution. Blue Revolution is actually refers to the emergence of aquaculture. So actually uses special techniques and scientific methods that actually help improve aquaculture and actually agriculture activity, such as having a pond to with special feeds to actually increase the production of fish. And also we're talking about Green Revolution. It's similar to Blue Revolution, except it's for plants and also for crops. So yeah. So what is Green Revolution, you might ask? So it's actually an expansion of irrigation infrastructure and also modernization of management techniques, and also synthetic fertilizer and pesticides. So actually modernization of management techniques might not, that means using new management techniques to actually plant crops instead of those olden ways, and also synthetic fertilizers to actually improve the quality of the crops, and also pesticide to keep pests away. So actually there are actually advantages and disadvantages to Green Revolution. One of the advantages would be able to grow crops on a massive scale, so we actually do meet the demands of the growing population. Also making plants that are actually more restrained to resistance to pesticides, so they are not so prone to dying from pesticides. And also farmers can grow and export more crops, so they can actually earn a bigger profit and also feed more people. And also by doing so, it actually also gives us job opportunities, also a decreased amount of human labours. So actually contribution to food, actually the disadvantages is actually the contributes to food scarcity, as staple food crops are being replaced by this kind of cash crops to be actually exported. So yeah, and also by constantly replanting crops without restoring and soil, so those kind of soils will actually be affected, will not be as somewhat filled with nutrients. So actually more fertilizers are required to actually keep the nutrient in the soil and actually replenish it lah. And this kind of this kind of green relation and also industrial farming is actually more expensive. So those layback farmer will not be able to purchase this kind of technology and use this kind of technology. So I'll be talking about Blue Revolution now. Freshwater, so it's mostly about fresh fish grown in a managed pond, also a special feed that is made for fishes, and also specially treated water to actually improve the quality of the fish and also increase the amount of fish that actually they grow. Also advantages is also able to meet with the huge demand for seafood. As in a lot of people are actually requesting for seafood, but actually if you were to keep eating so much seafood, actually run out of it. So by doing so, we actually do meet the demand. Also less hazardous waste in fishes, as in they are actually not grown in the wild, so you not actually get in touch with mercury, which is very dangerous for the human body. And also controlled breeding, actually, so it doesn't go extinct, because if you were to eat certain kinds of fish constantly, it will actually go extinct. Disadvantages will be chemically filled fish, because for those feed, they will actually be filled with chemicals, and also water will also be filled with chemicals, so they might be filled with a lot of chemicals, so might also harm the human body. And also pollution due to the chemical being released into the sea. because even though it's a pond, it's still part of the sea, so it actually affects the thing. And so they are prone to diseases as they are not intact with the wall, and they are also closely kept together. So for now, my conclusion is some of the technology and science behind all this farming certainly helps sustain our livelihood by increasing the amount of crops we actually have, and also increasing the quality of it, and the demand of people who are eating it also do have the sustainable supply. But however, by doing so, actually some of the techniques actually do destroy our ecosystem, and also destroying one part of our ecosystem to sustain our consumption need is not good. We have to actually look into our future, because if our ecosystem is actually destroyed, more of our crops will actually be destroyed, and also we might not have more foods later on. So I've ended my slides. Thank you for your attention.